Alright, how's it going everybody, and welcome back to another episode of my Minecraft Survival Let's Play. I want to thank you guys for tuning in and watching this video, and hopefully you guys enjoy. In the last episode, we ended up doing some exploring and got some bamboo from a distant jungle out, I think it's that way? I think it's that way. But yeah, we got some bamboo, and that's going to be very useful for us because we can now use scaffolding, and that'll be very helpful in the next upcoming few builds. Or it's going to be useful once we start building a lot bigger. Kind of like we did yesterday, or not yesterday, in the last episode. Speaking of which, we also did this awesome little butcher shop right here. Really happy with how this turned out. It's not complete yet, but that's what we're going to be doing today, is completing this. So if you guys missed last video, be sure to check it out. And yeah, really happy with how this build turned out. Little tour, if you guys missed it. We got this upstairs part right here, really cool. And we got a downstairs right here where the processing room is. Really cool, really bloody, really gory, and really awesome. We also have a prison cell down here, and we have a nice little friend right here. So we are now halfway into restoring our village population. Hopefully we can get another zombie villager in here in this episode so we can start getting some more of these guys. Yeah, if you guys, I don't know if I mentioned it, but all of our villagers died. Except for the two that we have in the farm over there. But yeah, they're all dead, so. The population is going to be slowly getting back to where it used to be. But we also did another, even more downstairs part right here. And this is what I want to be working on in this episode. So as you can see, this is a large gathering room. We got a bunch of pews right here and a nice little stand right here. I did some decorating at the end of the last episode, and I kind of removed all of it because I wasn't really happy with how it was looking. So that's what we're going to be doing in this episode, is just basically not remodeling, but decorating this whole spot. And yeah, I want to take you guys with me and take you guys through the thought process that I go through when decorating rooms like this. It's very big, and it's going to take a lot of detailing to make it look even better. I mean, it looks pretty cool now, but definitely has some improvements that could be made that would make it a lot better. Alright, so between episodes, I ended up going to a mangrove forest. There's one about 3,000 blocks that way, and ended up harvesting a bunch of mangrove saplings and mangrove wood, which is going to be very useful for us in decorating the downstairs area of our butcher shop. Alright, so I want to show you guys the main mechanic that we're going to be using to decorate the rest of the underground of the butcher shop right here. So as you can see, we have some sculk catalyst right here. So if you guys don't know, sculk catalyst will spread anytime a mob dies near it. So we can take an observer right here, hook it up to that sculk catalyst, put a repeater out of it, and a copper bulb, just for visual sake. And we can take a pig over here. Who would like to volunteer? You would. So what we can do with this is we can grab a wonderful pig volunteer right here, and we can unalive him over here by the sculk catalyst. You see that copper bulb is turned off? Now the copper bulb is on. A tree grow. So we can use that. If you guys remember the design before, we had a sacrifice altar at the bottom of the build. We can use that to trigger redstone once we kill something. So I think that's super cool, and we can do some really cool things with it. So let's take this and bring it downstairs, and I'll show you guys the first thing that we're going to do with this mechanic right here. All right, everyone. So here we are in the altar room, and if we go up to the stand right here, dig down a little bit, I dug out a room right here. So this is where the redstone is going to begin. So we're going to have a sculk catalyst down here. I think this is in range of anything that happens up there. I guess we're going to find out, but we're gonna start with the redstone right here. So my main idea right now is to have some note blocks and some packed ice down here. And it's gonna make a really cool wind chime noise. So you guys can hear that. Sounds pretty cool. We're gonna actually get rid of these because we want the lowest note. So it sounds pretty cool, pretty ominous. And I don't know, I think in my test world I had like four repeaters separating it. Let's see how this works. Oops. Yeah, let's see how that spacing is. I guess we can just use a button really quick. Can I power this? No, you can't. That's weird. Let's take this off then. And let's use some cobblestone. Let's see how this sounds. I think that's good. I kind of want it to be a little bit longer, actually. Oh, wait, you can just hit them? I didn't know that. I did not know that. It's news to me. Which one's Silk Touch? This one is. I might want another couple repeaters in the way. Let's try 6 and see how that sounds. I think that's pretty good. I think 6 is good. But I don't want the whole... Actually, you know, it might have to. I was going to say I don't want this to extend too far that way, because then you might be out of range. Let's see how this sounds just standing right here, though. It's kind of the same volume, actually. Maybe I'll have it... Maybe I'll just have it, like, wrap around this way. Then we can put a couple more. I kind of want more bells, though. Can we put redstone on top of this? You can. Hang on, so if I do this, and then I add more right here, will all 5 of these ring? Oh, no, they don't, because there's redstone on top of it. How could I do this? I don't know, maybe 3 is the max, but I want it to be really pretty loud, so that's why I'm putting so many next to each other. Maybe we'll have 2 lines of repeaters going. That might be the move, but that's going to be expensive, so I'm going to go ahead and build this really quick, do some testing, and see what we can do. Okay, so I think I have everything complete for the note blocks down here. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Nothing too special. We got a redstone line run down here just so I can test it without having to kill something every time. And yeah, we just have a bunch of repeaters, 2 lines, just so we can trigger all 5 note blocks. They're all 6 apart, all set to 4 ticks. Same thing over here, and we just have 3 note block sets right here. So yeah, we can pillar up and see how it sounds. Yeah, pretty cool. I kind of like how it gets a little quieter towards the end. I think it's pretty cool. And it's also cool because if you're in like the pews right here, you can still hear it. It actually gets pretty close to you. So I think it's cool. And I think it'll add just a cool little I don't know, Minecraft really lacks like auditory immersion, I feel. And I think just adding stuff like that is pretty cool. My first idea was actually doing a Legend of Zelda like chest opening thing where it goes kind of like that, but I don't know, I thought it was cool, but well, two reasons. One, it used emerald blocks for the bit noise, and I don't have emeralds like that. And I also thought it was a little bit corny. So yeah, I just settled on the chimes, and I think it just sounds really cool. It sounds like a bell going off. And yeah, so that's the first part to making this area a little bit more immersive. So I think next we're going to hook up a hidden doorway right here. So my plan is to have once the um, once the redstone reaches right here, it'll probably loop back and trigger a hidden doorway. So I have a design for it that I think should work. I kind of messed it up in my creative test world, but I don't know. I'm gonna go for it and see if it works. But yeah, basically we're just gonna have a hidden door right here, decorated a little bit, and yeah, it's gonna be cool because once you kill something, it'll trigger the bells, and then you're gonna have a hidden door that opens. And we're gonna have some more things happen around here. I hope. Hopefully, I can figure some more cool things out. But yeah, for now, I'm going to get some materials gathered and build this door real quick. So I'll see you guys when that's all done. All right, everyone. So our automatic piston door is now completed. As you can see, it is a 3x2 door, and this design was actually brought to us by a YouTuber named Dufter. I followed his tutorial, and I will leave you guys a link in the description for it. Really helped out a lot, so shout out to him. There's a lot of tutorials on 2x3 doors, and not like this is the only one I found for this dimension of door, which is kind of weird, but yeah, I found it, works really well. And yeah, so I'll show you guys that right now. We have it hooked up to this button, so let's press it. So after the 3 chimes, the door opens and we can head on through. As you can see, we got some pressure plates right here as well. And once we step over it and go through the hallway, the door closes behind us. And, we can go down here, do some exploring with whatever's going to be back here. And then once we are on our way up, we walk over these pressure plates again, and the door opens. And if we wait here, the door closes all by itself. So with that, the only way to actually get in there is through activating the skulk sensor below. There's not going to be any buttons around here to press, so once you're in, you can't really get out until you hit those pressure plates, and once you're out, the only way you can get in is by making a sacrifice. So yeah, pretty cool. I'll show you guys the redstone right now. It's pretty simple. I'll do my best to explain it to you guys. All right, so the first circuit we have is just the skulk sensor right here. This activates the bells right here, and this redstone line travels up here, through here, and into this T flip-flop right here. And this is just what activates the door. So that's pretty much all this circuit does. Once you activate this, it just goes around and activates the door, whether it's open or closed. it will open or close it. So the next part of the circuit is right here. So we have 3 pressure plates right above here. That's what you saw behind the door. And it goes through here, through this redstone, and activates this T flip-flop again, which will retract this piston and trigger. There's an observer behind this block, and it will trigger that observer and close the door. So there's a more complicated thing to this also so it only activates that once. What we want to have happen is once we go through it again, we want this to activate twice. So it opens it and then closes it again. So that's what this branch of redstone does. So it branches off right here, activates that T flip-flop, which opens it, and then another circuit comes out right here that has a bunch of delay and will close it. It will activate this T flip-flop again and close it. And that's what this circuit does right here. What we want to have happen is once that door is open, this redstone will be unactivated, which will extend this piston, which will allow the redstone to pass through this circuit, activating that T flip-flop, which closes the door again. So hopefully I explained that kind of well. I know this redstone's pretty messy, and there's probably better ways to do it, but that's how I figured it out, and it works pretty good for me. The only thing I want to change is the timings a little bit. I don't want the door to activate as soon as these bells are off, or as soon as these bells turn on, or as soon as the last bell rings. I don't want this door to open immediately. So I'm going to have to mess around with the timing a little bit. But for now, it's completely functional, and it works really well, and I'm pretty happy with it. Let's just activate it again, because it's just so awesome. Wait for it, wait for it. Beautiful. I'm definitely gonna have to clean this up. Like, I don't know, it looks pretty good right now, but I don't know. Probably have to clean it up a little bit. But let's activate it again. Closes behind us. Beautiful. We go exploring, we find something, we're like, cool. We bring it back. Door activates again. Beautiful. We go through. And it closes behind us beautifully, perfectly. I think that's all the redstone that we want to incorporate into this build at the moment. I'm trying to think of any other ones, but I can't really think of any right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and decorate everything. There are some things that I want to do, such as get like a red carpet through here. Make it more like grand, I guess. Make it look cooler. I want to do some blood drips coming down from the roof onto the floor. I think that would look really cool. And yeah, we'll just see what else I come up with. Those are the only really 2 ideas I have right now that I'm definitely gonna do. But yeah, now that we have Crimson Wood, we got a lot of opportunities to make this place look really nice, really immersive. And yeah, I also have to do the altar right here. Yeah, definitely this door right here. I also installed the armor statues and the more player head drops data packs into this world. So that's definitely something we're going to be incorporating in this build, which I'm really excited for. We have updated to 1.21. So maybe we will go do some trial chambers. Maybe this episode, maybe next, but it's definitely something I want to take you guys on. And yeah. But for now, I'm just gonna work on doing the interior for this place. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy. I'm gonna do a little montage or whatever. And yeah, see you guys in a little bit once this place is done. Oh wait, hang on. Not yet. We also have a new villager. So we have 2 zombie villagers right now. So we can get these guys cured up. And dude, you know what? Let's do that right now. I think I have golden apples and weakness potions. Alright, just to make sure I don't mess this up, we're gonna break this, and we are gonna give you a splash. Amazing. Give you a splash. Amazing. And now we wait. And our villager population is about to skyrocket. So now is when I'm gonna start working on this interior. I hope you guys enjoy the little montage, and I'll see you all in a little bit. All right, everybody, and with that, our new sacrifice altar room has been completed. Let's go check it out, the final product. But first, as you guys can see, we got some villagers in the boats now. So I think next episode, we're going to have to get these guys bred up and start working on some houses upstairs. So we can finally start expanding the village and getting some villagers in here. So I think that'll be really cool. But now it's time for the grand reveal. Let's check it out. Look at that, guys. I think it looks so cool. As you can see, we got a bunch of blood coming from the walls and also some drips coming down from the ceiling. And to achieve that, we did a pattern of just a full block, a fence, and some glass panes, and then we did some candles after that for like the smaller drops. Whoops, that sucks. I'll replace that later. But yeah, some candles for the smaller drops, and then we also have some glazed red terracotta on the ground. I had someone comment last episode that red glazed terracotta was a great texture for meat that we could have used up there. But when I was looking at it, I thought it looked really cool and it looked kind of like magical with the swirl right here. So I did that for like the blood drops and I think it looks really cool. So yeah, we got a bunch of these, we got a bunch of drips on the wall, looking really cool. And I think my favorite part of this is the eye in the center. The like that back wall was looking a little bit plain and I had no clue what to put there. But I had some inspiration from I think it was either Shovel or Gray Sun. I can't remember which one, but they did a 300 days in creative world and they had a skull in the middle and they put like an eye in the back and it looks like it follows you. So I kind of took inspiration from that and put that into this build. And it's super cool cuz it like follows you around and I just think it adds some magical element to this build. And yeah, I think it looks really cool. As you can see, we got the altar right here and a bunch of candles. I think it looks really cool. And then I also use the armor stands or armor statues data pack to make these statues right here. They're kind of just some dudes holding some red cloth. And I think it looks really cool. It adds just another bit of red to the build. And yeah, really cool, really, really nice. So let's actually go upstairs and test this out. All right, I think this pig is going to be the perfect test for our new altar. So let's see if it works. Come on, Mr. Pig. It's time to be sacrificed to the greater will. Your life will not be forgotten. Let's take the lead off, see if this works. Ooh, what's this? What is this? The Crimson Chalice. Very cool, very cool. Let me go through here, and it closes. Perfect. This build is so cool, guys. I'm so happy with how it turned out. So yeah, as you can see, well, I put some carpet on here just so the sculk doesn't spread, and I put some string around here also for the same reason. And trying to think. Oh yeah, the Crimson Chalice. So I have a dispenser up there that drops a thing of beetroot soup down here. And yeah, it's kind of like, I guess, if you were to fill up a chalice of blood, it's kind of what it looks like. So I named a bunch of beetroot soup, some Crimson Chalice, and yeah, put them up there. And then when you kill something, it drops a chalice down here, and you can get it. And I think I want to have something somewhere in this world. I don't know where yet, but I want to make this item useful. Maybe you can go up to something and throw it in, and it'll be like an item that opens a secret entrance somewhere. I think that'll be really cool. So yeah, that's pretty much the build. It's a little unfinished in there. I ran out of terracotta, but definitely gets the point across. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. This quartz stair, it's kind of like the reflection in the eye. Makes it look a little moist, a little shiny, and yeah, it just adds another little thing to the eye. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I already showed you guys the redstone, so it's pretty much basically the entire build. So I'm gonna have to end the episode right here, guys. It's been a little long since the last episode, so I want to thank you guys for sticking with me, staying tuned into the channel. Means a lot to me. Having a lot of fun with the world, and yeah, school's going well. Definitely a lot of hours sunk into school right now. Not a lot of time to dedicate to this world, but if you guys are still enjoying, I'll still post, and I'm enjoying it still, so still gonna post. So yeah, guys, hopefully you all enjoyed this episode, and yeah, really happy with the build. And leave a like and subscribe if you love this build, because I sure do. But anyways, guys, I'll see you all in the next episode. Peace.